Hey, this is Rob Casey with GoSendMe Global, bringing another missions moment to you. Hey, did you know that God cared about how Jesus grew up? Did you know that he actually put into the word in Luke chapter 2, verse 52, that Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and men? So an interesting verse here, because there's four main areas in which we see God being concerned about his son. And that is that he was increasing in his physical state, of course, but also his mental state, his social state with people, and also his spiritual state. We often don't think about Jesus developing and growing. Scripture talks about him learning obedience in this, and yet, though he was tempted in every way we are, he was without sin. But he still developed, he still grew. It's a beautiful idea, a beautiful thought to consider. And it helps us as missionaries to think about how we actually process what we're seeing and how we're ministering to people as they develop, and where sometimes the real needs are in regard to a situation or a village or a community or just one life in front of us. Sometimes the physical need is really what we need to address first. Sometimes how they're thinking and processing and how we reason with people. And then sometimes it really is about the eternal state, isn't it? How the gospel needs to be applied in regard to salvation. But even then, the gospel itself applies to every aspect of life. And God cares also enough about you to care about how you're increasing and how you're developing in these four areas. Maybe it's time to take a step back and consider, as Jesus was developing these things and grew in these things, maybe I need to ask how I'm doing in those areas. And how are my children doing? And how are we looking at the world around us? And how are we ministering in these areas? It's more of a holistic approach to ministry as missionaries. And again, we're just scratching the surface on this, but if you'd like more information, we'd love to actually have that conversation. So please email us at info@gosendme.us or check us out on the web at GoSendMeGlobal.org. And do us a favor if you would, and hit subscribe so that we can get the word out to more folks. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.